It's George, and I'm here to talk about some stuff that I found and things that I'm beginning to figure out. I'm on my own. We're going to talk about native metal meteorites. Now, there's native metal here on Earth. And for people who don't know what that is, that's well, you would find metal already in metal form. It doesn't have to be made. And what I'm finding, it comes from space, too. And it can come in different types of metal. I'm going to show you. Okay, this is a non-magnetic metal. Okay. That's the rock part, okay? That shiny part, that's metal, okay? This side has been cleaned off. Now, why is it still in rock form? Why is it still in rock form? Because it's native. It was that way when it came through. And judging by a lot of the other ones that I'm finding, a lot of them were metal when they came through. Now, whether they're composed of nickel iron, just nickel, tungsten, I don't know. But we can sit here and play the magnet game. Okay, here we go. Magnetic. Okay, now we'll look at this one. And we'll put this one up to comparison. Now, those might be the same type of metal, but they're not rusty. Okay, when you find this stuff in water, why isn't it rusty? Okay, and there's a reason for it. You find all this bizarre stuff, but these are solid metal pieces. Whether people want to believe it or not, you know. This one's got more iron in it because of the brown on it. But it's still a pretty shiny one in some spots. Why is this thing a solid piece of metal? I do not know. But you can tell that they're metal by the way that they shine, the reflection off of them. All these ones that come in, they have coatings on them because they've been sitting for so long. Okay? They're going to get weathered. Just like these two. Now, I found quite a bit of this. It's like a gray metal, and I'm not sure what the gray metal is. But this is solid. And you can just, it just goes on and on. Regular rocks do not glisten like this. Now, people want to know what the achondrites look like before they burn up. Okay, this is what an achondrite looks like before it burns up. This is non-magnetic. You get all those different shapes and sizes for metals and minerals that bubble up like this. You see these bumps? These are solid metal underneath these bumps. And you can see right there where I cleaned part of it off where it's all shiny. Okay? This is some of the stuff I've been able to figure out as I go along. And why are these metal and non-magnetic? Who knows? And I'm finding quite a bit of this too. It just looks like regular rock, but solid metal. Anybody can hear this stuff. Okay, it's solid. Some of it may be partial. I don't know. But I got a feel on that these are solid metal all the way through. And weight on them doesn't determine it. Weight isn't a good determining factor if the metal is spread out. If it's incomplete and unfinished, it's going to be lighter than a one that's where all the metal's converted. Now, this was a really weird one, okay? This is a fragment from something, okay? I picked it up. This is dry, okay? I got it out of the water. Now we're going to put it back in the water. This is what it looks like when I pull it out. Okay, this part right here, that's burnt. That used to be black, and that's where the black wore off, and it's burnt. But this isn't a regular rock. This is a fragment. Now you look really close at this. There's a lot of green olivine in this. But like I said, people are having a hard time believing this. And some people don't want to believe. Some people just don't want to believe. They refuse to believe. Well, I'm not that way. I believe that if there's native metal on Earth, there's also native metal in space. Which means if it's an asteroid is composed completely of some of these metals, when it comes through, it's going to be more dangerous than a rock because it's already going to be solid metal. So it has to heat up to the melting temperature. It's not going to burn and break up right away. It's just common sense. Rock is softer than metal. Metal, if it's in a hard form, and that would explain why a lot of these still are in rock form. They look like rocks, but they're not. Because rocks do not shine like that. If a person could see up close, really up close what I'm seeing, feel it, look at it, it's bizarre and it makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all, a lot of what people are being taught. But this is what I'm finding out. And like I said, why something like this that looks like a rock? This looks exactly like a rock. It doesn't look like the other ones. It's not shiny. Okay? You can see the difference. Okay? This one shines, but that's metal. Both of them are metal. Now, why is this metal and it's still in rock form? I don't know. I don't know if this is a different type of metal. If there is a rock metal out there that we don't know about. But we want to sit here, everybody wants to sit here and guess and speculate on everything. They want to make a guess, and the reason when everybody guesses, that's why everybody's always wrong, because they always guess. They don't check things out, look things up. But it's like I said, you can pick these things up. You can sit here and play with a magnet all day long. But it does no good. It doesn't change the fact that they're magnetic. And why this one isn't magnetic, you got me. The magnet won't even pull in on it. But you can tell when I put the magnet up to these, you can tell they're magnetic. Magnet sticks right to it. Now, this is a little, I don't even know where some of this stuff is coming from. Like this stuff right here, with all these lines in it. And this is some type of metal, maybe, I don't know. But this one's a really bizarre one too. All these green lines in it. It's got like green veins in it. You know, I'm finding all this stuff, and like I said, I'm showing it. I'm doing it really slow in the video so people can see what I'm going through, and people can decide for themselves. Me, I've already got my mind made up. I know what I'm on to. I know what this stuff is. And there's a lot of it. And that'll do it for this video.